away they go. Ben Bias is the likely pace setter, and there he is in front. The white sleeve jacket, the white face of Atalomni is prominent. In contrast over on the far side, Quazar and Dockland's limo close up as they clear the first. Atalomni still thinks he's jumping fences. He gave that about 2 feet of air. In second place as they go towards the second flight, long run to it. And it's Ben Bias from Atalomni in contrast on the inside. Then out wide, Dream With Me, black and red jacket, left of frame under Tony McCoy. The dark blue cap just inside him, the yellow jacket, Dockland's limo. And then the light blue jacket, Eternal Spring, held up towards the rear, the grey Rooster Booster with dark and sharp blue and green colours on the inside, and out wide, Wild Romance. As they arrive at the second flight, Ben Bias, very neat jumper of hurdles, jumped it about 5 lengths ahead of Atalomni in second. In contrast on the inside, with the rail on his left-hand side, probably the best place to have this horse. Ruby Walsh, in contrast, just tends to hang left, particularly under pressure. And then on the outside of In Contrast, Dockland's limo, Quazar, Eternal Spring, Dream With Me out wide, Loop the Loo on the inside then of Rooster Booster, Dark and Sharp, and Wild Romance is the last horse to turn into the back straight, about a dozen lengths behind the leader, which continues to be Ben Bias over this one. They all take it well. Ben Bias, In Contrast on the inside of Atalomni. Dream With Me going off the 7-2 favourite here as they go towards the middle flight down the back straight. Ben Bias, Atalomni, In Contrast on the near side, Quazar and Dockland's limo, Dream With Me wide then of Eternal Spring and the grey Rooster Booster, Loop the Loo on the inside of Dark and Sharp, and finally the outsider, Wild Romance. Over the next, the leader very good again there. Not too many mistakes behind either. Ben Bias from Atalomni. In Contrast up the inside, Quazar right there. Then Dream With Me forced to go about 5 horses wide of Dockland's limo, Eternal Spring, with up the inside in the headgear, Loop the Loo. Rooster Booster's just hunting up behind these from Dark and Sharp as they jump the next. They all land safely over that. Wild Romance is finding the pace pretty strong as they reach the top of the hill. And Ben Bias now taken on by Atalomni on the inside. In Contrast, a little bit short of room on the rail. Then Quazar, Dream With Me, still travelling well out wide from Eternal Spring. Loop the Loo is next, and Rooster Booster and Dark and Sharp as now they start down the hill. They've got just the 3 flights still to jump, and going towards the 6th of the 8. And up front, Ben Bias on the outside of Atalomni. In contrast, faller there, Eternal Spring, Loop the Loo's been brought down. Eternal Spring and Loop the Loo both depart as they go to the second last. And Ben Bias now taken on by Quazar, Atalomni, Dark and Sharp on the extreme right. In contrast, the extreme left, Rooster Booster, Dream With Me cuts in behind these. They land over the second last. In Contrast and Ruby Walsh on the inside of Rooster Booster. They take over now. Quazar's third, then Dark and Sharp. Behind these then Ben Bias from Atalomni, and Dream With Me is going to meet his first defeat in a while as they run up the straight, and it's Rooster Booster under a big weight here, the county hurdle winner at the festival back in March. He looks like he's going to collect again at Cheltenham. In Contrast, his stable companion is second, then Quazar in third, Rooster Booster now. In Contrast, a diving tumble at the final flight when held in second place. Quazar left second now, but can't hope to catch this leader. Rooster Booster charges up the hill, progressing all the time. Rooster Booster pulverises them. From his second, Quazar, third, Dark and Sharp, then Ben Bias from Atalomni, Dream With Me and Dockland's limo, followed by loose horses behind those finishers. So a few casualties in this rehabilitation of racehorses handicap hurdle. In Contrast and Ruby Walsh none the worse for their tumble. Wild Romance was another casualty. Rooster Booster, in the hands of Seamus Durack, has carried and made light of his top weight of 11 stone 12 here in the colours of Terry Warner. Philip Hobbs had 2 runners. In Contrast looked set to finish second before departing at the final flight, but was already held by this grey horse, who at the age of 8